My guest on the show this week is Rob Reed. Rob is a yoga teacher and is also known as Yoga Dad and joins us on the programme now. Welcome, Rob. Thank you for coming in.
No problem, John. Pleasure to be here.
Nice to see you. Bristol City, of course, lost last night. They will be feeling down today, won't they? And if you're feeling down, doing a bit of yoga, of course, can often be the tonic, can't it?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, John, I run yoga for men classes, as you know, in Keynsham. And one of the things I found over the past 7 years of running these classes is just what a difference it makes to people, even like for their first class. Like they can kind of arrive into the room with a huge amount of baggage that may be weighing them down, maybe a lot of nervousness as well about being a guy in a yoga class. But even in that 1 hour, they can feel completely uplifted. And, from their point of view, it kind of sows a bit of a seed that actually maybe yoga's for them.
I need to declare some interest here because I started to go to Rob's classes a couple of months ago, not because I knew Rob in any way at all before, but because I just felt I needed to do something to keep myself a little bit more supple. Because when you get older, you stiffen up a little bit in all the wrong places, don't you?
Definitely. And that's what I've seen, to be honest. When I speak to the guys a lot of the time about the reasons that they come to my classes is because they've often got some kind of physical issue, whether it's some kind of medical condition or just, as you say, lower back pain or tight hamstrings or that kind of thing. It can be the kind of catalyst, and it may not necessarily have been them that's kind of decided that they're going to come. It may have been someone else in their lives, someone who kind of supports them and really cares for them and recognises the value that yoga can bring. And once they're there, they kind of understand that those limitations that they faced, actually they can kind of work with them and try and find a way forward. Yeah,
you call yourself Yoga Dad, of course. Why Yoga Dad? I mean, you've got your lads in with you. Yeah. I guess that's the reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I suppose, where things started with the yoga was around the time that the boys were very young. So they were babies at the time. They were only about 1 year old. And that was when I started my yoga teacher training at Bristol School of Yoga in Stokes Croft. And so once we'd gone through that teacher training program, we started to think about, like me and my wife, what we could kind of like, I suppose, brand the yoga as. And being a dad and enjoying and getting the benefit from yoga just felt like a really good fit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yoga's been around for centuries, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, thousands of years.
Yeah.
And obviously, where it originated in India and Pakistan, it would have been a predominantly male audience that it was attracting in. But in the Western world, it's obviously been predominantly female.
Yeah. You do yoga for men. I mean, some would say that's probably a sexist thing to do, isn't it? But I go to your class, and I didn't go because it was yoga for men. I went because it was a local class. And it doesn't matter for me. I mean, my wife goes to a Pilates class, and it's mixed and so on. But the fact that it is just men, I have noticed there are certain things that you can say within the class before, after, and have a bit of banter and so on, that men perhaps would feel that they couldn't do if other people were around.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think that certainly, one of the, I suppose, and you've probably seen it yourself as well, I try to create a really relaxed atmosphere with the group from the moment they walk in the door to the moment they leave.
Well, from the moment we walk in the door, we've got the fear of God into it. We don't know what you're going to put us through, to be honest with you.
Absolutely. I mean, I certainly try and keep it at an accessible level to kind of attract different levels of ability and different ages. I mean, the fact that I get guys that are in their 70s, all the way down to their 20s and even younger sometimes, come into the classes, I think is testament to kind of the way it attracts different groups in. But what I will say is, I suppose that, like, for the kind of way in which we kind of create that relaxed tone, that more informal tone, that welcoming kind of aspect to the classes, means that actually it then, again, breaks down some of those barriers that men may otherwise have faced if they were going to, I say, a regular yoga class.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a sport program. I mean, yoga. I mean, what would you say? Is it a pastime? Is it an interest? Is it? It's not a sport, is it?
No. And I think it's actually a health and well-being practice. I think as much as anything, there's so many different facets to it, and I certainly found that through the teacher training program as well. And as I said, like, a lot of the guys that come to my classes often come because they've got, say, a physical constraint that they're kind of looking to work with and move forward on. But actually, a lot of the time, what they see is the mental health benefits that come from that. And as well as me, like, I partner these sessions with Men's Mental Health Charity Talk Club. And through that, we adopt the kind of principles of their talk and their listening circles and their talk and exercise sessions and their therapy sessions too, by having like scores out of 10 at the start and end of the class. So you can really start to understand the kind of measure and the impact of the classes over that hour for the guys that have come, tapping into some of those mental benefits as well as physical.